Am I wrong for reacting this way? Background. I've been with my GF for almost 1.5 years now. Living together for 6-7 months. We both are in late 20s. She's from overseas and I'm from US. I'm not going to get too personal, but she's a very emotional and jealous girl, and I had to cut out 99% of my friends for one reason or another over time. I've never hesitated to do this just out of respect to the relationship so she can feel secure in the relationship. When we first started dating, a lot of the females from my past that had feeling for me tried breaking us up, accusing me of this and that falsely, basically mentally torturing her for the first few months of the relationship. So I get her reacting at times. Anyway, so basically I had to leave my friend group because she felt they didn't like her and were just being friendly to her and acting like fake friends. All because she was my GF, so that's how I've just adapted to it. I don't mind it. I've deleted all females I've had a past with, or ones that flirted with me. So only ones left are platonic friends. We've had our ups and downs. When things are good, they're great. I love her and definitely see a future to this. We've talked about marriage, kids, everything, and she definitely supports me emotionally. In the past, I've gotten drunk and passed and thought otherwise due to the fact her past bothers me, and she has been conditioned to always doubt me because of how our relationship started. I was single for years before her, and last relationship was 2017-ish. I was enjoying single life till things just happened anyways. When drunk, I've even told her we're done due to all the underlying issues. I've tried to cope with things. I've never cheated in my life. I've always told her I'll keep the truth from her at time. I'll say fucked up things. I have zero filter. Sometimes that bothers her, but never cheat on you. In most of my relationship with her, I've constantly been accused to cheating. She has had access to my phone anytime. I have nothing to hide. So due to visitor visa stuff, she's had to go back to her country, been away almost a month and a half. And in a week, we're meeting in a different country for a small vacation and coming back home together. What happened today? So I had a friend group in HS like everyone. It's been a long time ago, so haven't gotten in touch with anyone in a minute. So long story short, one of the girls that was in the friend group passed away with her significant other. And out of the blue, her younger sister was also part of the friend group, texted me today on Snapchat saying the following. Her, my name, me. What? Her sister's name, was missing for few days, and today we found out she passed away along with spouse name. Send me a news link me. WTF? How it happened? Her. They aren't disclosing that to families, yet they want to know what are still investigating everything. Send me a fund page. We're collecting donations to help with the funeral and everything if you want. If not, it's okay. I'm letting all her friends know. Me, I'm sorry. Hope you're okay and family is hanging in there. I didn't say I'm here if you want to talk and all that cause my GF doesn't want me feeding convos with anyone. GF doesn't know about this yet. Later today I get a call from her. We normally talk daily to get an update on each other's lives since we're apart for a bit. She asks how everything is doing, how our dog is, how's things at work, etc. I talked to her about her day, so everything's normal. I told her about how the sister texted me, told her a summarized version of what happened. Then she gets defensive, said, it's weird how she reached out to you personally saying, my name, to start a conversation. So I brushed it off, just said how she was just reaching out to anyone that basically knew her and knew them and letting them know the news. GF gets quiet, so I say nothing else. And she says it's a nobody to me, so why did she reach out to me and tell me her sister passed away? So I said maybe because they're collecting dollar to help with her funeral and whatnot. She gives me a scenario saying, what if a guy randomly reach out to her saying his brother was dead? How would you feel? I tell her I'd understand if it was the same situation, it's not that deep. Then she goes, I want to see the exact convo. I want to see what you replied and how many emojis you used. So I snap and say we're not going down that path again. I just told you what I said and what was talked about. I was eating during the call, so she kept going how she's sus about it now because I wouldn't show her the conversation. Keeps saying how she has the right to ask me for the screenshots, how my phone is her phone, etc. I stayed calm and said it's always been the pscode. I have never had anything to hide. I don't treat you this way. I don't ask to see what or who talk to. I'm able to trust you enough knowing you tell me things that you know the right thing to do. I don't need to babysit you like a 12 years old. Ik why you've always treated me this way. It's not about the convo, it's more about the fact after 1.5 years you still have zero trust in me. I get quiet, she gets quiet, and says she's had trauma from the past. Then she started talking to me in a weird tone, and I lose it. I yell. The younger sister texted saying the person I knew in HS was dead and are raising dollar. She gets quiet and then asks, when was the last time you guys talked? Did you ever FK her? I say ik 8 to 9 years and said no WTF. I don't mind her asking TB. Then she started talking to me like I was 5, said, what do you do if a girl texts you? How do you reply? What do you say? She talked to me if I have no Fu King brain. I'm still a little pissed, so I say, kf name. Angry voice, shut the duck up. Just let me finish eating and you don't get to talk to me that way. I know what a relationship is, like how to handle myself, which means I've been taking care of shit on my end since we started dating. At this point, you just don't want to put in the effort of trusting me. I continue eating, phones on speaker, and she hangs up. Every time I tell her anything, she always reacts this way and turns it into an argument. At times, I just feel like shutting up and not sharing it with her, pretending everything's okay. I feel like I'm on eggshells constantly, especially when I have not done anything wrong other than share things to her. So I'm not keeping a double life or something. God forbid any other person is involved in the update and she loses her shit. This situation, if I overreacted? Am I the asshole? Am I not giving her reassurance like I always have in the past? I love her and everything is good when we don't fight. Am I wrong? I normally don't snap this easily. I usually keep my issue to myself. I don't like bothering anyone, plus I don't think people understand. If I'm looking for validation off here, maybe a new POV if I'm wrong. I just feel out of it and alone at times.